Hey y'all. Alright, what you're seeing here is the gas tank strap. This is a strap that holds up the gas tank. This is the very back one. As you can see, it's here's my fingers. You're seeing a lot through this. Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. No, it's supposed to be like that at all. It's supposed to be a lot more like this on the inside, and instead this one is like this. Yeah. This is the back one. This is the one that sits towards the very back of the gas tank. There's two of them. Uh, so the very forward one is similar to this, but it has it the forward portion of the tank sits on a larger larger metal bracket. Okay. So what I'm going to attempt to do with this one is I'm going to attempt to repair this one here. What I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to do something I don't have a lot of skill with, and that is I'm going to butt weld this to this piece of metal right here. This is the closest thing I've got to that, and this is just a little bit thicker than this. I don't have any of this, and been looking around trying to find something that matches this thickness. I can't really find anything. So that's what I'm going to do. Now you might say, why don't you just order a new gas tank strap? Okay, well, here's the problem. Mine has this end right here. This is factory original. This is 1992. Everything I'm seeing, this end is a bolt-on end. It has a little small flange that curves out like this, curves out this way at a 90 degree, and has two bolts that bolt into the frame. Mine doesn't have that. Mine doesn't even have the holes for those bolts. So I'm going to have to go with this. Because if I had the holes for the bolts, I've got a truck up there I've got a truck that has these gas tank straps, but it's the older style. This is more like the gas tank straps on like the dually and those sort of trucks, the 94 and later trucks. So anyway, all right. So I'm going to get busy here. I need to cut this off, and then I need to come back here and cut this off. Up here, I'm going to lap weld this because up here it's not that critical. I'm probably going to lap weld it on the outside. Again, it's not that critical. But back here, I'm going to butt weld it, and the reason for that is because it's where it's at. I don't want it to lap weld to position the gas tank in such a way that it makes the gas tank that lap will kind of dig into the metal of the not metal but the plastic of the gas tank and just wear a hole in it, and of course I don't want that. All right, I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna get my angle grinder ready. I'm gonna cut these off and I'll show you a little bit more. Okay, all right, be back in a minute. Okay, y'all. All right, here we go. Um, well, I'll tell you what. First, I want to say thank you to y'all. We're now up over 3,800 subscribers, and it's just amazing. I cannot thank you enough for that. I really appreciate. I sincerely do really appreciate you all for subscribing, liking, sharing, all of that stuff. It is really, truly awesome, and leaves me in awe, really, because I mean, there's so many people that are watching my videos and liking and commenting and stuff, and it's just and sharing, and it's just really kind of well, it's overwhelming. So anyway, all right, enough of that. Okay, here's the piece of cutout. I mean, yeah, that's the piece of cutout right there. Yeah, it's trashed. Now here's the new piece. I went ahead and took my grinder here and I just polished this up with a wire wheel. Did the other side the same way. Here's the piece I'm going to retain. Okay, and what I'm going to probably do is, because this end isn't quite so crucial, I'm probably just going to weld this on there like that or like that. So this particular area won't be up against the tank. So if it's, you know, so there you go. I've cut it just a little bit longer than what I absolutely have to have. So, and so that I can butt weld this to this. And so I'm going to do that here in just a minute. And then, of course, I'm gonna, not butt weld, I'm going to lap weld this. Sorry, I'm going to lap weld this to this here. And then this is going to get welded to that end right there. I'm going to straighten that end up. And okay, I'm going to square these ends up though. I'm going to cut them off again, square them up, and get them squared up and get them ready to go. So I thought I'd bring you this little update, let you see everything. Alrighty. Okay, so work continues on this. Be right back in just a minute. Okay, y'all, I'm getting ready to lay down the first bead. And I've done some butt welding before, but just not a whole lot of it and not very often. So it's a little bit intimidating, but I'll get through it without a problem, without a hitch. So there's that. I've got the V gap cut in those two pieces. So what I'm going to do is the weld will fill up that V gap, that V notch there. And so that's what I'm hoping for. Oh, I just thought I'm going to put a clamp on here to hold this in place to keep it from moving when I weld. That would be really smart. Okay, so I just thought I'd let you in on what's going on. That piece is over there. It's going to be getting welded on the other end. So got the welder plugged up. It's going to be lap welded. So yeah, this right here can move very easily, so I'm going to just clamp it down real quick. All right, be right back. Okay, y'all. All right, here we go. See, I got that butt welded there together. There was a large pit right there. It wasn't all the way through, but it is butt welded together. It's pretty darn sturdy and solid right there. This end I'm going to have to bend a little bit. Yeah, this end's going to have to be bent just a little bit, but that's okay. I had to straighten it out in order to weld it together, but I'm going to do some more welding on this. I ran out of welding wire. So, and see, so I'm going to, then I'm going to clean this all up and I'm going to paint it and, you know, put some primer on here to keep it from rusting again, you know, the inert primer. So anyway, all right, this is just a quick little project I'm trying to get done because I want to get the truck. It starts up and it runs. Let's see. It's been a week since I started it, so maybe it'll start now, maybe it won't. I don't know. Got my keys right here. So okay, my battery may be weak. Usually when I hear that sound, the battery's weak. trust that because the truck is sitting on such an angle. But as you can see, it starts right up. Probably should have primed it a couple of times before I started it. Just trying to make sure that the gas gauge works. I tested the sending unit before I put it in and it was working. So let's try it again here. Okay, that sounds pretty good to me. Alrighty. Now that strap, it goes right back here. It's kind of hard to see. It goes back here towards the back end of the tank. And let me see if I can get some light. I'll be right back. Okay, right there is where that special piece on the tank goes in right there. As you can see the rust marks there on the tank itself. And the wood here is just as a catch in case the jack accidentally lets itself down. But that piece of metal right there, you can see it there. Right there like that. That's where that T end, that end that looks sort of like a T, goes in right there. Now normally, right there, you would have some bolt holes and the strap would go on and that would be that, but not in this case. The way the strap is right now, I could go ahead and bolt it right on and it'd be fine. But I want it to be better than what it is. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some more welding wire. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, and try to finish it all up and get it just done and nailed down. I need to get the jack out from underneath here. The 04 Dodge, it's acting like it's got a bad wheel bearing up front, so I've got to get the front end jacked up and figure out where the bad wheel bearing is on that truck. Okay, all right. I'm going to get off here and let you all go, and hope you have a happy Mother's Day. I'm going to go see my mother, and appreciate you all, and thank you all so much for watching. And if you have any further questions about this or anything else or any other comments, just let me know. All right, get back to you as soon as possible. God bless. Have a great one.